The last city. Wicked's whole base of operations. It's the lion's den, hermano.
That's where we're going.
From the page to the big screen, I have a breakdown of 11 YA novels turned movies heading your way in 2018. Sometimes bringing our favorite books to the big screen results in hits like The Hunger Games and The Fault in Our Stars, and sometimes it flops like Paper Towns and Beautiful Creatures. Nevertheless, Hollywood's probably never going to stop adapting books, so I've rounded up 11 books that are kind of classified as young adult novels that you'll be able to see this year.
Please tell me.
Those devastating words come from the final movie in the Maze Runner franchise, The Death Cure. The film was originally supposed to release in February of 2017, but was pushed back due to Dylan O'Brien's onset injuries. The epic finale finds Thomas leading his group of escaped gladers on their most dangerous mission yet. To save their friends, they must break into the legendary Last City, a wicked-controlled labyrinth that may turn out to be the deadliest maze of all.
You can save your friends, or you can save us all.
The film stars Dylan O'Brien, Kaya Scodelario, Thomas Brody Sangster, Ki Hong Lee, Rosa Salazar, Catherine McNamara, Patricia Clarkson, and more, and is set to hit theaters on January 26th.
Maybe it would be fun if we just went somewhere.
Every Day is based on David Levitan's bestseller that tells a young love story that proves love is love and knows no boundaries. It follows 16-year-old Rhiannon, played by Angourie Rice, who falls in love with a mysterious spirit named A, who inhabits a different body every day. Feeling an unmatched connection, Rhiannon and A work each day to find each other, not knowing what or who the next day will bring. The more the two fall in love, the more the realities of loving someone who is a different person every 24 hours takes a toll, leaving Rhiannon and A to face the hardest decision either has ever had to make. The film also stars Maria Bello, Debbie Ryan, Jacob Batalon, Justice Smith, Colin Ford, and Owen Teague, and hits theaters February 23rd. The next movie on my list looks like it will no doubt be an epic film, like Disney went all out when adapting A Wrinkle in Time. After the disappearance of her father, Meg, her brother, and her friend are sent by 3 celestial guides on a transformative journey across dimensions of time and space. The film is directed by Ava DuVernay and stars Storm Reid, Chris Pine, Oprah, Reese Witherspoon, Mindy Kaling, and Zach Galifianakis, and it opens on March 9th. Moving on, we have Love, Simon, which is based on the novel Simon vs. the Homo Sapiens Agenda. It stars Nick Robinson as Simon and Katherine Langford from 13 Reasons Why as Leah. Simon is a 17-year-old who still hasn't told his family or friends he's gay. He's also fallen for an anonymous classmate online. He sets out to resolve both issues, which prove to be a hilarious, terrifying, and life-changing event.
No matter what, announcing who you are to the world is pretty terrifying, because what if the world doesn't like you?
P.S. It doesn't seem fair that only gay people have to come out.
Why is straight the default?
I have something I need to tell you. I'm heterosexual.
Oh, God, help me, Jesus!
The film is directed by Greg Berlanti and also stars Alexander Shipp, Miles Heiser, Keenan Lonsdale, Jennifer Garner, and Josh Duhamel, and releases on March 16th. If you're looking for a movie with a little bit more action-adventure, look no further than Steven Spielberg's adaptation of Ready Player One based on Ernest Cline's bestseller. The story is set in 2045, where the world is on the brink of chaos and collapse. The people have found salvation in the Oasis, which is a virtual reality universe created by James Halliday. Now, when Halliday dies, he leaves an immense fortune to the first person to find a digital Easter egg hidden in the Oasis. The movie follows the journey of an unlikely young hero named Wade Watts as he is thrust into this breakneck treasure hunt.
Who is this Parzival, and how the hell is he winning?
Find him. This isn't just a game. I'm talking about actual life and death stuff.
Ready Player One stars Ty Sheridan, Olivia Cook, Ben Mendelsohn, Simon Pegg, and Mark Rylance, and hits the big screen in epic proportions on March 30th. Richard Linklater, who brought us Dazed and Confused, Boyhood, and Everybody Wants Some, takes on the book Where'd You Go, Bernadette for his next project. The film follows Bernadette Fox, played by Cate Blanchett, who is a recluse that goes missing prior to a family vacation. This prompts her husband and 15-year-old daughter to go on an expedition in hopes of finding Bernadette. The movie also stars Kristen Wiig, Judy Greer, Billy Crudup, and Troy and Belisario, and is set for a May 11th release. Next up, Amandla Stenberg from The Hunger Games steps into the lead roles in 2 book-to-movie adaptations. First is the Darkest Minds trilogy. She plays Ruby Daly, a 16-year-old with telekinetic powers who escapes her camp and joins a group of teens on the run from the government. The film also stars Harris Dickinson, Mandy Moore, and Gwendolyn Christie and is set to hit theaters on September 14th. Amandla also stars in the adaptation of The Hate U Give. She stars as Star Carter, a 16-year-old girl who grew up in a poverty-stricken area. She now attends a suburban prep school, and when she witnesses a police officer shoot her unarmed best friend, she's torn between her 2 very different worlds as she tries to speak her truth. The film also stars Regina Hall, Anthony Mackie, Sabrina Carpenter, Issa Rae, Algie Smith, Common, and Kian Lawley. Now there's no exact release date on this one yet, but it could be hitting theaters in 2018. 3 other books that have been turned into movies that are expected to hit theaters maybe sometime in 2018, don't quote me on that though, are Dumplin, which follows the story of Willow Dean, played by Danielle McDonald, who is a plus-size teen nicknamed Dumplin. Despite her beauty pageant queen mother, played by Jennifer Aniston, she signs up for a local pageant. The film also stars Odeya Rush, Dove Cameron, Luke Benward, and Bex Taylor Klaus. All the Bright Places stars Elle Fanning and tells the story of Violet, who lives for the future, and Finch, who is fascinated by death. They meet atop the bell tower at school and form a unique bond. Now, as of April 2017, Finch has not been cast yet, and I haven't been able to find many updated details on this one, so there's no guarantee this one will still make the 2018 deadline. The last YA novel turned movie on my list that could hit theaters in 2018 is Anthem of a Reluctant Prophet. The film version will just be titled Anthem and stars Cameron Monaghan, Peyton List, and Juliette Lewis. Anthem tells the story of Luke, a teenager who foresees the death of his new best friend Stan, the most popular guy in school. When the premonition becomes reality, Luke must deal with the trials and tribulations of being dubbed the Prophet of Death and a freak. To make matters worse, he's fallen for Stan's girl Faith, and he's having trouble with his childhood best friend. Plus, his premonitions keep coming. And that finishes up my list of 11 YA novels that will most likely be hitting the big screen in 2018. Now, like I said, some of these don't have official release dates yet and could be pushed back to 2019, where they will join books like Chaos Walking. Now, let me know which book on this list you're most excited to see in movie form, and is there another book that you love that you want to see adapted for the big screen? Let me know down in the comments, and then I will have more 2018 movie previews right over here, including a longer list of books being turned into movies. So subscribe so you don't miss when those go up. I'm Lisa. Thanks so much for hanging out with me. I hope you have a fun year at the movies.